Hi guys, Jenny Clark here, Senior Gold Ambassador with Plexus. And today's video we are going to be talking about overcoming objections. And so I know that when we share the Plexus products with people, sometimes they just have objections. And so, we need to really be ready with an answer to that to help them overcome those objections. Because guess what? I'm pretty sure that every single one of us had an objection or two prior to starting. And we had concerns and we had questions. So being able to answer those concerns and answer those objections and, help them figure a way around it is going to be key in order to adding to your team, building your customer base, and everything like that. So it's super duper important that you learn how to effectively overcome objections. And so what we're going to talk about today is using the feel, felt, found method. Okay, and so basically what that is, I know how you feel. I felt the same way, but here's what I found. One more time, write this down. I know how you feel. I felt the same way, but here's what I found. Okay, so we're going to talk about a few examples of these, and hopefully this will be able to help you out. So the first one that we commonly see, actually it's the most common that we see, is overcoming the expense objection. You know what? I cannot afford to do Plexus. It just costs too much. So your response needs to be this. I know exactly how you feel because I felt that same way. But here's what I found. I found that when I sat down and looked at my budget and was really careful because I couldn't afford the products either. My goodness, we were living paycheck to paycheck. But when I looked at my budget, I figured, well, if I cut out the pop and the sweet tea that I've been drinking every day, and if I cut out the chips that I buy at least twice a week at the gas station, and if I cut out the chocolate that I'm buying, that's kind of pretty close to come, to come and make up the difference. And so, I think if I cut those things out, I should be able to pay for Plexus. And so, it just kind of helps them see that there's ways that they can cut things out of their budget. Another option for cutting things is to maybe cut going out to eat. Instead of going out once a week, cut that down to maybe once or twice a month. And then that way, that saves them some money that way too. Once they find that they are, seeing results and stuff, then it becomes easy to find a way to pay for that in the budget. It's just a matter of working through it. And another objection, or another way that you can overcome the objection of cost, is to remind them that, it only takes 3 people. Do you know 3 people that could use the Plexus products? Do you know 3 people, period, that are alive and breathing human beings? Then all we have to do is share the products with them, and if you add 3 people, it's going to pay for the products that you're using every month. Now, who does not want to get free products? So that's another way that we can do it. And you can actually use both of those when you're overcoming an objection. So, I just can't afford it, and you know what? I know exactly how you feel because I felt the same way. But here's what I found. I found that if I cut, the daily pop out and the sweet tea that I was having and cut out some of the unhealthy snacks that I was having and maybe cut down to eating out just once a month, then I would almost have the money to pay for my products. On top of that, what I also discovered was that, simply by sharing the products and how they can help people, I was able to get all of my products for free with my commission. So that's incredible. Just 3 people is all it took. But you know what? It kept growing from there. I can pay for all of my products. I can pay for my spouse's products, my kids' products, and there's still money left over to help go for other bills. So, using that kind of a method, it basically hits on everything that they could possibly object to. And then just, let them know it's our goal to help people to be able to overcome the cost objection because it's a legitimate one. It really is. And you want to make sure that they understand that you really are feeling where they're at. So, being able to get them through that. And I always tell people, look, it's my goal for the budget for this to never have an effect on people's budget for their household. So And if it does have an effect, obviously in the positive manner. So that's kind of what I do whenever I'm, overcoming the cost objection. Another one is that the products are not FDA approved. I'm kind of scared to take the products. I'm really conscientious about what I put in my body. We hear that one a lot. So here's what you're going to say. I know exactly how you feel because I felt the same way. I'm actually really anal about what I put in my body, and I'm really, really cautious. And so, just keep in mind that no supplements are FDA approved. I found that, not even prenatal vitamins or baby formula is FDA approved. What I did find also is that supplements, though, are very highly regulated. In fact, they're more regulated than the foods that you're going to buy at Walmart or Bueller's or anywhere else. So, just know that they regulate everything. They regulate the claims and the labels, and everything is super highly tested. And doctors and nurses and pharmacists are actually joining left and right because they can see the quality in the products, the quality in the ingredients. And if they're willing to take it and they're willing to allow pregnant and breastfeeding women to use the products, hey, to me, that was enough that just said, what, they must be safe. So that's a good way to overcome that one. Another objection that people are going to give you is that I'm healthy. I don't need Plexus. And so here's what you're going to say to them. I know exactly how you feel. I'm looking at you and you are one of the healthiest people I know. And so, I can understand why you would feel that way. I really can see where you're coming from there. Here's what I found though. Oftentimes the people that look the healthiest on the outside, they really are struggling with a health struggle, like allergies, or they have headaches or things like that. So if there's anything like that affects you at all, just know that this is a product for you. I also want to let you know that even though you may not need to lose weight or anything like that, it's really important to get all of your nutrition. And a lot of studies now are showing that, we can't possibly get all the nutrition that we need just from foods alone. So it's really important that you find high quality supplements that can help you and just let your body be functioning at its very best so that you can stay fit and healthy for as long as possible. And there you go for that one. Another objection that we've heard, which cracks me up, is that they say, well, I would like to be a Plexus ambassador and share the products, but I don't know anyone. You don't know anyone? You're talking to me. You know me. So obviously, you know at least someone. So here's what we do with that one. I can see your concerns there. I kind of know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're feeling and why you're thinking that, I didn't really think I knew a whole lot of people that would need Plexus either. But then I got to thinking that I need to stop prejudging people. And I found that once I stopped prejudging people, I actually found people that seemed to be very, very healthy that actually really needed the Plexus products. They were struggling on the inside from depression, but that was something that I couldn't see from the outside. Or they were struggling with, headaches every day. And I didn't know that. They look perfectly healthy. They eat clean. They exercise every day, but they're struggling every single day with, those headaches. And so what I found was that once I stopped prejudging people and started really just, everybody look at the world as though everybody needs Plexus, because they really do. But once I started seeing it that way, I was like, you know what? I do know a lot of people. My kids play soccer, and so I know all of these different moms, and they know people, and they know people, and they know people. So everybody knows somebody that is a breathing human being, and they could benefit from the products. Another common one that we see is, I don't want to annoy my friends. Okay, so I was one of those people too, just so you know. So this one definitely hits home for me. I used to see all the Facebook posts and just be like, oh, come on, it can't be that good. It's just another one of those fads, and so I just blew it off, and I would just scroll right past it. Scroll. But the thing is, I was cold contacted, and then I was messaged again 10 months later, and that's when I joined. So just know that it's important to be able to, be consistent and talk to people and let them know that, you know, they're not really annoying their friends. They're actually, now that I'm a Plexus ambassador, my goodness. See, if I can do these training videos, you guys can do anything you want with Plexus. Anyway, so just know that once we, you know, overcome those objections and you're contacting people, you know, it's going to go well. So I don't want to annoy my friends. Well, I was the person who was annoyed by those posts. And so just so you know, I did kind of watch them at first. I was a little bit intrigued, but then I blew it off completely. And so just know that that can change for people. And so you just want to let them know, you know, I know exactly how you feel. I felt the same way. Trust me, all those posts I was seeing on Facebook about Plexus, I'm like, whatever, that stuff can't possibly work. And I would just scroll right past it. And, you know, I was half tempted to unfriend them. But at the same time, I could see their passion and realize that they were trying to help people. So what you want to say is, I know how you feel. I felt the same way. And just let them know that what you learned from it was that, you know, we all go through the phases where that's annoying. And actually, it's not annoying. They realize that you actually care about them. So those are some of the ways that you can use the feel, felt, found method to overcome objections.